Flags up, and they sent back on their journey from the 1600-metre marker, waiting for change. White sleeves and cap. Vistula now moves on a half. Winter Sun is also pressing forward. Around them is Jack's Bird. There's a line of 4 going into the turn. Elusive Heart, Beat It. Roy's Riviera and Silent Crusade, they team up mid-division, 5 lengths off the tempo. Twice as Smart, then comes Master Keys further back. Aurelia Cotter's on the outside in the blue. Statute towards the inner. Moon in June at the 1,000 peg in the yellow is 9 lengths off the leader. Sorting themselves out into stride, Jack's Bird, living the dream by a length and a quarter. Winter Sun right there, second. Vistula's bottled up at the rail, perfectly poised. Beat It. Then comes Elusive Heart. On the outside, Aurelia Cotter. Moon and June's made a stride or 2, waiting for change. Silent Crusades between runners. Twice as Smart comes under a ride, and Roy's Riviera ridden for luck towards the inside. Top of the lane, Jack's Bird at the 400. Vistula goes in for a run. Winter Sun's right there. Silent Crusade starting to come forward a length to make up. Vistula hit the front with 300 to go. Silent Crusade. Aurelia Cotter's running on Elusive Heart. Silent Crusade gets going. Roy's Riviera. Vistula's on the inside, but Roy's Riviera's coming to get them all. Roy's Riviera struts her stuff. Vistula second. Silent Crusade and waiting for change in photos. Roy's Riviera shines brightly today. Well, Kevin Shea was spot on today. Roy's Riviera. She deserved the victory and she took a power beating. Ridden for luck, Bernard Fader. He phoned for the ride. He knows her well, and she delivers. Well done to Frank Robinson. She beats Vistula back in second. And, of course, these two were well fancied, but Roy's Riviera on her home turf, too good. Silent Crusade seemed to lug out, waiting for changes on the inside, so we'll wait for official confirmation, because Silent Crusade, 3 off the inside, still under the hands, moved up to attack Vistula, but Roy's Riviera now started to hunt them down. Goes for the gap. Silent Crusade now starts to lug out badly, and that costs her valuable ground, but Roy's Riviera comes alive and just struts her stuff to take home the Flamboyant Stakes, Grade 3. Well done to all concerned. Bernard Fader came to KZN and they take home the money. Back to the studio.
Well, it's a good win here in the Flamboyant Stakes, a Group 3 over 1,600 meters for owner Roy Moodley, trainer Frank Robinson, and of course jockey Bernard Fader. We'd like to thank Gold Circle Director, Mr. Koos de Klerk, for coming down and assisting us for the presentation of the race as well. Koos, thank you for coming down and assisting us. And what a win here from Roy's Riviera. She's always been a special horse. Frank's mentioned it from day one when she started off her career, and he hasn't been wrong with her. He hasn't been shy to travel her as well. And as I mentioned in that preview, we had a long chat to him. And Frank, you assured me that she was in a really good space.
Yeah, she was in a very good space. She came back from Joburg, she's been back a month now, I think it is. Wyatt did a great job with her. He got put the long miles and put that to her in Joburg. I just got her back, just short, sharp, her work. Got her happy again, put a bit of speed in her, and her work was good. And I was pretty confident. I think she's a touch above these other fillies.
You haven't been shy to travel, and kudos to you for that, because you've always rated her, Frank.
Yeah, look, she's a very good filly. I mean, when she won that feature, she beat My Big Gold. My Big Gold came out in 5th in the July.
Yes.
So it was good form, top form. And I think she's going to get better too. She's the longer, she's a big filly, she'll mature more. She'll have a good season here next year.
Whilst you do your job, the next half of it is up to the jockey, and Bernard seems to ride her well.
Yeah, I know Bernard's a consummate professional. I mean, to put Bernard, you're always gaining links on the rest of them. Bernard's a superstar. I don't know about that. Bernard can ride any horse for me anytime.
And Roy Moodley nodded us today, but this horse has given him a lot of joy.
Yeah, I told her I think she'll win, so I don't know where he is, but I hope he watched.
Well, the Flamboyant Stakes belong to you, Frank. Hearty congratulations
Thanks
to
very
yourself
much.
and your team. Well done to the winning trainer, Frank Robinson. And then the winning jockey, Bernard Fader. Really nice to have him in town, and he's not shy to travel if the chance presents itself. And this horse, when you won the East Coast Handicap on her, you gave her a tremendous ride that day, and equally as good was today, Bernard. Well done.
Yeah, thanks. I think a lot of the credit must go to Frank. I mean, he travelled to Joburg, and he had Wire that was helping him out over there. And the horse, she ran a very good race. I was probably a little bit out of my ground, and she ran 4 lengths off them. And then she came back today, and on form, she was the horse to beat, you know. And when Frank asked me to come down and ride her, I was very happy. Appreciate the support from him, and well done to Roy. You know, it's nice to be in the winner's box for him and for everyone. Just nice to be back at Greyville, and hopefully we can get a few more of these cups.
She is that type of horse where if you're watching the race, she leaves herself a lot to do, but you still had a lot of horse turning to the straight.
Yeah, I thought I probably wanted to be like a length closer, but I don't worry too much when you got the class underneath you. You know, it came into the straight, and I just held her up until she was well balanced, and then I got the split and I asked her to go, and she quickened up nicely. You know, class always prevails. Well done.
Just having a look at your performance thus far in the season. I know it's been a late start for you. How are things going, Bernard? And you're back now from, you know, a bit of a layoff.
Yeah, I had a little layoff. 100% recovered from that, and sometimes a layoff is the best thing ever. And I'm back fresh and ready to take on whatever comes my way.
Well, Bernard, you've ridden a tremendous race here. Another memento to add to the many that you have back home. Well done to winning jockey Bernard Fader. And then
Can I just thank all the sponsors for all the support? It's really appreciated. And Hollywoodbets, they're doing a fantastic job in Durban. We in the Cape look back, and I mean, they're really doing a fantastic job. A nice young team, and there's a lot of energy there, and I think that's what racing needs.
Well said.
Thanks.
Lovely. And then, Frank, if you can just collect on behalf of owner Roy Moodley as well. Roy Moodley, okay, we're going to get the groom. Okay, Frank's going to get Roy Moodley his trophy, but the winning groom, his name is Enoch. Well done to you, Enoch. 1,000 Rand to you from Hollywoodbets. And that's a wrap of the Grade 3 Flamboyant Stakes. And in 2019, it belongs to horse number 2, Roy's Rivera.